to all the dispossessed youth of Africa, for perpetuation of communion with ancestral spirits through the fight for African freedom, and in the firm faith that the dead, the living, and the unborn will unite to build the destroyed shrines. Selah. Hello and welcome, beloveds, to another episode of Wake Up Africa. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray that you are well in all your ways and that you're moving into living life truly on your own terms. Really want to thank every single person that supports us on Patreon. We appreciate, love you so much. And everyone that likes and shares and comments, thanks for your likes, thanks for your shares, thanks for all the love that you send our way, beloveds. We appreciate, love you so much right back. We're rooting for you. We're standing with you in this time. And you know, beloveds, the time I spoke about is finally here. And I am taking this as such a blessing in disguise, such a blessing in disguise. Although many, who were down with the program are extremely angry and confused at some of the decisions that have been taken. So basically now, Yahoo News actually just released a story where they said Biden's visa ban for Africans. But when you read the story, it actually talks about how Biden has issued this is planning actually to roll out a new policy in November that will basically deny the right to travel or immigrate to the divided states to anyone in the world who is unvaccinated. Now, this new policy will actually replace various travel bans on Europeans, Chinese, Iranians, Brazilians, South Africans, and Indians, but a majority of the world has not received even a single shot. So what Yahoo News is saying is that this is actually targeting Africans, where less than now they're saying 1.9%. Although these numbers, beloveds, don't believe nothing. Even the numbers are a lie. Seriously. But they're saying, less than 1.9% of Africans or people in low-income countries have actually received the vaccine. So they will be the ones who will now be further restricted from traveling. And earlier on, a couple of weeks ago, actually, there was anger and confusion, actually almost around the same time. There was anger and confusion over the divided kingdom's new travel rules, where they were saying, that certain travelers from African countries, as well as, India, would not be allowed, even if you were fully vaccinated, you would not be allowed to travel, or you'd have to put yourself in quarantine, for 14 days. So they were saying the British government announced what it billed a simplification of the rules last week, including allowing fully vaccinated travelers arriving in England from much of the world to skip quarantine and take fewer tests. But, so Kenya has been exempted, whereas South Africa hasn't. But I'm just like, when Kenya is, I'm just like, so what? Are they bringing more of their army here? That's the only reason they do that. Why is Kenya getting all this thing? But beloveds, I shared these news articles to confirm what I told you a year ago. That the time has come, beloveds, where you need to, if you know who you are and you've done the necessary research, that Africa is being shut in again. At this rate, many won't be able to travel, and that has been the whole plan. I think we're the ones who want to mix with people who don't really even like us. But I'm seeing this as a massive blessing in disguise, beloveds. Massive blessing in disguise. And so you'd better, if you're in Babylon, you won't even be able to leave Babylon without taking it. That's how they're going to play this one out. You won't be able to arrive and you won't be able to leave. So we're almost seeing a separation of worlds. And they've already said it's going to take years and years for Africa to catch up. Europe hasn't even caught up. The divided states hasn't even caught up. And so now we're seeing the New World Order take shape. Where does this leave Africa, beloveds? Because I think people need to realize we're going back to the 80s and 90s where no one traveled out of Africa, literally. And you'd better be comfortable and stay put. That's why I've been advising you, get your extra food. I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, stock up on food, stock up on water, but that's not even what I meant. Get those things that you would need in the divided states that you won't be able to get from here on out. Whatever it is that you require, whatever it is, especially like electronics, things to do with like these solar power, the mini solar power stations, things that would help you with your off-grid living. Get those, order those now. And I'm even getting tongue-tied. As I always say, get out, beloveds. I know it's hard sometimes because so many of you write me emails about the various financial challenges, family challenges. You want to leave, your family doesn't. You want to leave, your husband doesn't want you to take the children. So people are in really, really complicated situations. But if you have the chance, get out now before the world really shuts down. Because for some of us who have taken certain decisions, we won't be traveling for a while. Or we'll be traveling by road or by boat or by private jet. Hey! That time is here now, beloveds, where you need to be comfortable where you are and stay put for a while until this storm is over. And really, I wouldn't even take it as an insult. India has actually, opposed the restrictions. They've, come down very harshly on the divided kingdom. Our African presidents were just begging for the West to give them the means to do what they need to do to their people. But the time is here for I and I. The reason this story matters is because that they're ringing that final bell, beloveds. So they've said from November, you can't get in, you can't get out of Babylon without bowing to the New World Order system. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Tuko pamoja. Hello and welcome, family. How you doing? Welcome. I'm not sure if you're seeing this on the Dr. Mumbi show or the Dr. Mumbi spiritual show, but we just wanted to give you a special heads up. We've been getting, over the last 6 months, we've gotten so many emails from people asking about what they need to do about relocating to Africa. Before it was like people needed general information, but now people are making some serious moves. So we've started a new community. We're going to actually be starting a new channel. You can find the links below. Go ahead and definitely subscribe and hit that notification button so that you find out when we launch our first video. But in case you want to see already, the pre-production stage, find us on Patreon, Karibu Nyumbani. And Karibu Nyumbani basically means welcome home. You can also find the link below. And it's everything you need to know about repatriating to Africa. And the reason we've decided to create the online platform is because people are in need of lawyers, of bankers, of realtors, etc., and advice from these people on how to relocate back to the continent. As someone who relocated 10 years ago, there's a lot of experience that I have under my belt about what the relocation process looks like. So definitely, beloveds, consider subscribing to the new channel, links down below, and join us, more importantly, on Patreon, where you can even ask questions. And by the way, if you're a creator, in terms of, if you're a what they call professional, if you're some kind of, if you're a realtor, if you're a lawyer in your country and you'd like to be a country representative to help people relocate, or if you have a consultancy agency, definitely reach out, Dr. Mumbi at drmumbishow.com. You can also join our Patreon family, where we do have a special section for, local country representatives, where we can be sharing all the information, real estate projects, etc., that you have coming coming up with our wider family. So happy to be starting this journey with you. We wish all of you the greatest success in returning back home. Karibu nyumbani.